What you're about to see is the continuation of my learning experience as I adapt from southern fishing styles to northern fishing styles.
Oh, fish, fish! Got one, we got one. A grassy rockfish.
I want to point out that the ecosystem and fish behavior south of Point Conception,
Guys, I got one. He grabbed it on the paws.
Is very different than the ecosystem and fish behavior north of Point Conception. So when I was down south, I decided that it wasn't even really worth targeting surf perch when I had halibut, white sea bass, calico bass. I really got in the habit of casting halibut baits on heavy structured beaches and targeting those sandy patches. When I moved up to San Luis Obispo north of Point Conception, I was really surprised that I could not find a halibut for the life of me. What I do have in my backyard here is arguably the best barred surf perch fishery in the world.
All right.
Nice fish.
So I'm really taking advantage of that. But the sandy beaches really leave something to be wanted. I really love fishing those heavy structured beaches with the rocks, the reefs, the kelp, the eelgrass, the crabs, the sea anemones, all those beautiful things that you see on those really rocky, reefy beaches that I love to fish. Almost like fishing inside of a work of art. I want to go to those beaches. I want to drag weedless baits through that heavy structure, trying not to get snagged, trying to get bites from under the rocks. So I was so grateful to discover through some friends of mine, including Monica and Leroy Reprogel, who invited me to go fish Point Parisma at Vandenberg Space Force Base, and also on a video that recently came out on the Hook to Cook channel, where Edward Tomoloso documented Vincent Culliver's style of pocket fishing up here on the north side of Point Conception. They actually catch rockfish, cabezon, eel, and lingcod in as little as 12 inches of water. These fish are hiding under rocks right under their feet. That means I should be able to flip weedless swim baits into those rocks, work them into those cracks and crevices, and pull out the same kind of fish. A whole variety of predatory species on these beautiful rocky beaches. So in this video, what you're seeing is one of my first experiences zeroing in on this style of fishing, or what we call pocket fishing.
Oh, fish! Oh, fish! Fish! Got one, we got one. Oh, fish! 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 We finally caught a fish today. A grassy rockfish. Day has finally come. I'm here. Tide is at 5 p.m. Right now it's 11:30 a.m. so we've got plenty of time. I'm just gonna take my time and get geared up. Just go start to scout out the beach and go see what it looks like. All right, geared up, locked up, ready to go. All right, I think I found one way to get down to the water. This looks like a cliff. I can't get down here. Okay, I found this little access trail and I'm literally just sliding. Whoa, whoa. It's like a big old sand slide. Just sliding down. Ooh. Almost down, guys. It's like skiing in wader boots. It's kind of fun. Now the first thing I spot is this big crack in the reef right here. Got waves washing into it, somewhat protected. I'm gonna go ahead and make a few casts into it. Get down low. Got my drag set. I like this. I like pocket fishing. Let's go ahead and bury that hook. Keep the tip exposed. All right, there we go. Right along that crack. Come on. Is there a lingcod in there? And I've learned now that there's a freshwater outlet right here. So this must be like an ancient river mouth. They probably carved out this whole area and made it really the deep little cove that it is. Warned that this reef is slippery, and it's true. If you see this green stuff, it's about as slippery as ice. Managed to get a perfect cast deep into that crack in the reef right there. All right, here's a pocket. Wow, a lot of water washing down this thing.
I remember
remember when this town was young. The roads were empty and a lot more dirt. And I recall us having lots of fun. Wait up for the sunrise just to listen to her. Wait for your sins all washed away into the
Texas
light.
rig is I can actually cast this thing over and over and over hundreds of times in all this heavy structure. Never get snagged, never pull up a big bunch of kelp or eelgrass. This bait slides through all that structure, all that weed. It's really the only way to fish structure like this, to cast and work it through all the little nooks and crannies and stuff. Oh, that was a bite. That was a bite right there. All right, let's get back in there, see if we can get that one. It's definitely a fish. It's too bad I didn't get a hook set. What's up with my hook? Yeah, hook tip is totally exposed. Fully exposed, perfect. There's fish in there. Come on, baby, come on. Well, that gave me some hope. There are fish in these pockets. Let's go take a closer look where that fish bit. Let's see what the structure looks like right there. Well, that explains it, guys. Look at this big old ledge that overhangs right here. Another one on the other side. So technical, just so targeted. Casting and the retrieving is intense. It's really fun. Here's a nice little pocket. Let's give it a try. Oh, fish, fish, fish. Got one, we got one. Oh, fish, fish, fish. Got one, we got one. Finally caught a fish today. A grassy rockfish. He went for that swim bait. Well, this makes me really happy. And I think I'll reward myself with these fillets. I'll go ahead and keep this fish. Look how he's hooked right there in the corner. Love it. Really happy to catch a fish. First fish of the day. Check out the tide pull. It looks so cool with the tide lower. Look how calm it looks. I gotta say, I really like the way that looks. It excites me. The beauty of that really excites me. That's exactly the kind of fishing that I want to do right there. So get this guy set back up and just bury the hook tip, but make sure the tip is good to go. Still getting used to these really short casts. Pocket fishing. I'm tempted to get a shorter rod.
On this day, I also learned that my 9-foot 6-inch surf rod is way too big for this style of fishing.
So beautiful. I think I just fell in love with pocket fishing. Oh, that's a fish. Oh, dude, as I came by that little ridge right there. Oh, fuck. Jeez. Trying to catch him, not scare him. Oh, let's stand up high on this reef right here and get a better angle visually. Okay, so now I can see the reef.
One of the things I discovered on this day is that there's a huge advantage to getting up high on a rock and then peering down so you can see through the water, see where the rocks are, where the cracks are, where the ledges are. Then I can get into position and cast my bait directly into that spot. So I'm not wasting time dragging my bait around where there are no fish.
Oh, dang. Had one on, guys. Had one on, but it was a really lazy hook set. I didn't set the hook very hard. I found one. Hell yeah. That was awesome. Oh, there. Dang! Once again, he just totally had it in his mouth and he shook his head and jerked it. and I'm not getting the hook set.
And my 5-inch and 6-inch swim baits are often too big for this style of fishing. Not that a lingcod or a big cabezon or a big rockfish would have any problem inhaling a 5 or 6-inch swim bait, just that there's a lot of missed bites along the way, and I'm confident if I was fishing a 3-inch or 4-inch swim bait, they would be getting inhaled.
I need to like really slow down, get this hook set. Oh. Oh. Let's try that again. Oh, dang! Once again, a nice hard bite, but I didn't get him. Dang, how did I miss him? My hook tip is sharp and totally exposed. I don't know how.
So after this session, I immediately went home and ordered a bunch of 3-inch and 4-inch swim baits, smaller hooks, weedless warbait jig heads.
Wow, that was so exciting. That was such a hard bite. Wow, that was a hard bite. Whoa. Let's see if he'll bite again this time. Right in the same spot. Oh, that's a rock. Oh, I got loose. Dang, that was such a hard bite. That was crazy. Woo! I am having fun. Okay, so what I'm noticing now, what I think I'm learning about pocket fishing is that the pocket's not really ready to fish until it looks like this right here, where there might be a little water washing into it, but there's no real waves washing into it. It's pretty calm for the most part. It's like 90 to 95% calm. Just a little water, a little current. Otherwise, it's not quite the same experience. It's not as fun to fish, and it's difficult with all the current from all the waves washing in, changing directions and stuff. It makes it even more difficult to fish. When it's calm, there's a certain magic to it that makes it really fun, I think. And it seems like the fish are more active too. I've been getting bites right here. All right, after this cast, I think I've pretty much spooked all the fish in this hole, and we should move on to the next one. Come on, come on, come on. This is fun. Oh, there! Jeez Louise! He took my bait. He tore my bait off. Completely tore my bait off. I can't believe that I missed that same fish like 4 times in a row now. It's time to try something different, I think. So I've just had several hard bites in a row, 4 of them actually, right here in this one pocket in the last like 15 to 20 minutes. And he's always hits close in, and I just can't quite get the hooks set for some reason. And this last time he actually tore the whole bait off. Okay, I'm getting ready to freaking set this hook. I've got the butt of the rod buried between my ribs and my elbow, and I'm just ready to rip this fish. I have tons of control right now, so if I get a really good hard bite, I'm gonna let him have it. Well, I found my new hobby, pocket fishing. Pocket fishing.
So I'm learning, and I'm sharing what I'm learning with you. And I hope you really enjoy watching this episode, this one small installment on my adventure as I learn new styles of fishing. Who knows what we may learn on the next episode. I'll see you then.